We all know that copywriting is essential when it comes to growing and scaling your business, but copywriting alone does not a business make. Content marketing is on the rise and cannot be ignored, especially social media content like YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, you get it. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make the most of your social media content utilizing powerful and proven CTAs that follow the rule of three, RLS. And to make this as practical as possible for you, I'm also giving you a free social captions and CTAs cheat sheet loaded with writing prompts, swipe copy, and CTAs to help you grow and scale your social following. I will drop a link for that at the end of this video, so make sure you stick around. Hey Bossy, what's up? It's Alex and welcome back to another in-depth tutorial where I will do my best to teach you everything I know about how to write killer copy, grow an online business, and market smarter, not harder. So if you're new to the crew, welcome. If you want to learn even more of my proven techniques, formulas, and strategies, then be sure to subscribe below and don't forget to hit that bell to be notified when my next video goes live. Now, it is safe to say that most of us already know that utilizing social media to grow and scale our brands and businesses is a very smart thing to do. With over 4.48 billion people actively using social media all across the globe, these platforms can help you attract new leads, build brand awareness, and connect with your current customers like never before. But contrary to popular belief, there is more to social media than just ranking up the number of likes and followers you have. If you want to turn your social posts into share-worthy content that'll help you actually grow your business, then you better pay attention to your calls to action, or CTAs. Your call to action is the language you use in your captions that tells your readers what to do next. Whether that's to like and subscribe, like I just asked you to do a few seconds ago, or to share, or to download, or to sign up, or to buy, right? You always want to give your audience an action to take, because here's the thing, every CTA on social media is an opportunity to create more trust, a lead, or a sale, which means that every single post needs to include a call to action that speaks to one of these three goals, or as I like to say, the rule of three, TLS, trust, lead, and sale. All right, so let's break down each one of those right now. Proven CTAs to build trust, rapport, and engagement. While the end goal of using social media in your business might be to gain more leads and of course drive more sales, that is not what you should primarily be using social media for. I know. Shocker, right? Because here is the thing. People are not on social media to be sold something for every single second of their user experience, right? People are on social media for one of the following reasons: to be educated, to receive inspiration, or to be entertained. That is it. The buying part really comes secondary, and usually not until after they've received some sort of education, inspiration, or entertainment from you. Which means that if you want to build an audience that actually buys from you and actually sticks around, you're gonna have to focus on building trust, rapport, and engagement with your audience first and foremost. And that means that you absolutely don't want to end every single post with a buy from me or download this or sign up here, right? For these types of posts, your CTAs need to be kept super casual and easy for people to engage with. It can be as simple as something like double tap if you agree, or something a little bit more complex that drives engagement and comments like, hey, share your thoughts below. And those are two great CTAs to have in your back pocket at all times, but I find that certain CTAs perform better than others depending on the type of content you're posting. So let's get a little bit more in depth here. Assuming you follow the 4 pillars of content: promotion, education, inspiration, and entertainment. And if you're like, Alex, what do you mean? What 4 pillars are you talking about? Don't worry, all is explained in my social media cheat sheet and you'll get your hands on that at the end of this video. But a great CTA for a post that's educational in nature is to ask for a save, right? A save on Instagram. So when people save your content, it tells Instagram that your content is actually super valuable, and as a result, they will show more of your content to even more people, which ultimately expands your reach and expands your followers. So if you want people to save your post, here are some examples of what your CTA might say. Save this post for later to remember these tips. Hit the bookmark so you can save this post for another time. Want to remember this thing you just shared value on? Save this post. Love my tips on thing you just shared value on? Hit the save button to let me know you want some more. Or save this post for later to help you what your post helps solve. right? Now, when it comes to inspirational content, one of the easiest and most effective CTAs is to ask for a share. People love sharing inspiring content. And this one is great because it organically helps you get your content in front of audiences who might not normally see your content. But instead of relying on the algorithm gods, you're relying on your followers to spread the word. So some CTA ideas for this one are: share this post if it hit you right in the feels. Share this post with someone who needs to hear this. Found this useful? Hit the share button and spread the love. And finally, for a post that's providing entertainment value, I love to spark conversations in the comment section. So when people are genuinely entertained by what you have to say in your content, they're way more likely to engage with it and start conversations. And yes, content that gets a lot of comments are deemed more worthy by the algorithm gods, which means, you guessed it, your reach gets expanded. So CTAs that drive engagement in the comment section might look something like this. What's your favorite? And then of course put the topic of the post, drop it below. Drop a specific emoji below if you agree, or give me an emoji if you want to see more posts like this, or let's start a conversation in the comments. What do you think about what your post was about? Do you agree? Comment yes or no below. And lastly, I love a good tag, right? Tag your business bestie, best friend, coach, or mentor below. Now remember, the CTAs you use for these posts should be focused more on getting saves, shares, and engagement in the comment section. These types of posts might not directly drive more leads and sales to your business, but trust me, they help massively build up trust, relatability, and rapport with your audience, which makes them 1,000,000 times more likely to buy from you down the road when you do ask. So whatever you do not underestimate the power and importance of these posts. All right, next up, CTAs for lead generation. So you've done some work, right? You've built up some engagement with your audience. You've gotten conversations going. Now it's time to ask them for something a little bit different. You want an email address, their email address. So typically you do this through offering them something super valuable for free, like a cheat sheet, a webinar, guide, resource list, or even taking a fun quiz, right? So basically they're gonna give you their information in the form of an email address in exchange for this free and really valuable thing that you're offering. Ideally, your post would be talking about this free offer, explaining what it is, how it works, and why your audience needs it. Then of course your CTA just needs to tell them exactly what to do in order to get their hands on it. So you can do this in a few different ways. If you are posting on a social media platform that allows you to add a clickable link like Facebook or LinkedIn, then you can simply say, hey, get this free thing you're getting, right here, and then paste the link. But unfortunately, if you're using Instagram, which is my personal favorite outside of YouTube, you don't have the ability to add a clickable link to your caption, which means you have to get a little bit more creative. So there are a few different techniques that I like to use to get new leads from Instagram. The first way is to manually send the download link for each free resource to every person that asks for it. So at the end of a post explaining how to write better social media captions, my CTA might be something like, are you ready to write scroll-stopping social media captions? Comment yes below and I will send you my free cheat sheet. Then I would follow up with a DM to every single person that said yes and send them that free cheat sheet. And then of course, when they download that cheat sheet, they'll be added to my mailing list. And just like that, I've got a new lead that might turn into a customer down the road, of course, if they find value from my free content. Now, admittedly, this personal follow-up can be a lot of work, especially if you have a large following. And there are some tools that you can look into that can help you automate that process. But if you are looking for a more hands-off approach to generating leads, then of course you can use the Instagram link in bio and just have a simple CTA that says something like, hey, head to the link in my bio to grab your free copy of this resource, or you can link to it directly in your stories. Okay, now a word of caution here. Keep in mind that using a CTA like this isn't ideal for a couple of reasons. First of all, Instagram actually doesn't really like it when people leave their platform, right? They want to keep people in that ecosystem, which means that posts that ask people to leave aren't likely to get as much of an organic reach. So you're going to find lower levels of engagement on those posts. Also, of course, what you're asking for involves a little bit more steps for people. So first they need to click your profile and then click the link in the bio, and then they get their free resource. So they have to be pretty committed in order to take those steps. So I personally find that the manual process of DMing people a link is much, much more effective, but it is worth using a combo of both methods. All right, now on to the final type of CTA that you can use in social media for your business, and that is, of course, CTAs for sales. So here's where you go big and ask for the ultimate ask of all. You want them to buy something from you. So you want to share a lot of the engagement type posts. Then of course you can give away a lot of free value and content through lead magnets. And then of course you can ask for the sale. Now, of course, the most direct way to do this is literally just to tell people to click the link to sign up or to buy something. And your super loyal and dedicated followers will definitely do that. But I find adding a little bit more of a personal touch can really help kind of nudge the sale along. So what I like to do for sales CTAs is a combination of just the direct ask method that I just mentioned with a more engaging conversational method, especially if what you're selling is at a higher price point where a more personal sales process will really go over well. Now, again, you want the caption to speak to the what your offer is, how it works, and why your audience needs it. Then instead of telling them to click a link to buy or to go to the link in bio, you can actually get a little bit more creative. So here are some ideas. Got questions? Drop them below and I'll answer them. Or want to learn more? DM me and let's chat. Or slide into my DMs to find out how you can go from place they are now to place they want to be, and let's chat about it. Or want to experience whatever transformation your product promises? Comment yes or no below, or drop a specific emoji in the comments below if you are ready to insert big promise of your product, right? The biggest, juiciest benefit. And then again, do the legwork, right? Follow up, whether that's answering the questions in the comments sections or chatting with them to see if it's a right fit or manually sending them a link to check it out via DMs. And yes, while this does involve more work on your part, trust me, it is completely worth it, because not only are you more likely to land a sale when you're being personal and interactive, but even if they don't buy, you're building up a high level of trust and respect from that person, and they very well might buy in the future. So when it comes to utilizing the right CTAs to grow and scale your business on social media, remember the rule of 3: trust leads sales, and of course, trust always comes first. All right, Posse, make sure you give me a thumbs up below if you found this video helpful. And as promised, in just a second, you can grab your free copy of my social media captions and CTAs cheat sheet. And if you want to see more methods like this in action, be sure to follow me on Instagram at CopyPosse. I will see you next time with a brand new video. Until then, I'm Alex. Ciao for now. All right, guys, if you enjoyed that video, make sure to check out the next one from me right here. And you can click right here to get a free gift. Social media marketing for massive lead generation. Here are my top tips and proven strategies for generating more likes, comments, leads, and sales from your social media content.